According to 49ers training camp today, despite the trade request. Now, we don't know what's going on with negotiations. Apparently, nothing has been really happening since May, which is not great on that front. 49ers linebacker Fred Warner said that this situation with Aiyuk is actually a good thing for the team.
When you're a part of such a talented roster, I feel like this is something that goes on every season, and it's a good issue to have because obviously that means that your players are performing at such a high level that you have to have these kind of conversations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's got to show up. He doesn't want to get fined for not going to camp,
Yeah, I think he's still under contract. It's a winning organization that takes care of its players. He doesn't have to carry the load. He is among 4 to 5 really crucial offensive players. It's a system that has benefited him, and he's benefited the system. But he's not like a running back getting 48 carries. They've got Jennings, Debo, McCaffrey, Kittle, Aiyuk. They just drafted 2 receivers. So I don't, scrubbing your social media and pouting in the offseason, I think it behooves him to show up. And I do think if he, I'm in a minority here, but I do think they will, up to the trade deadline, take calls. I feel like every team has certain players that are the soul of the team. I think Penei Sewell for the Lions, like the offensive line runs that machine. Penei Sewell, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Goff feel like the machine. I think for the Niners, it's Shanahan, McCaffrey, Bosa, and like Debo. They're physical. Kittle, maybe. I don't think he feels quite as culturally relevant, but yet he's a great player.
They're going to need him in week 1 against Sauce Gardner and the Jets. They will need Aiyuk in week 1. Let's be real. Got to stretch the field against Sauce, who is such an elite quarterback. Oh, my gosh. Final story.
I am so excited for that game.
Jamar Chase, eligible for a contract extension. Doesn't look like he's going to get it done before the season. Bengals president Mike Brown said a new deal is unlikely now that training camp is starting, but that the team will bend over backwards to make sure a deal does get done at some point. So Bengals players are reporting today, and I believe we have photos of Chase and Burrow both flexing new looks. So Chase has chopped off all his hair, and look at January Joe Burrow. Glass Joe going with the blonde hair. I know you're a big fan. He's looking like Eminem a little bit there. Fluorescent shirt. Very, very good
By
vibe.
the way, the staff found a photo that is the inspiration for Burrow's new look. Jason McIntyre.
Why?
How old
you
are
guys
you?
did that? I was like 20. Thanks for doing that, man. Thanks a lot. I thought we were friends.
That wasn't my idea. It was the staff. They just put it on my screen.
So somebody's catching heat. Can we take it down before Sanchez sees? I don't need my friend seeing this. All right. Thank you, Colin.
I didn't do this. It's the staff.
Damn it.
Well, I mean, you put a
I did. I put it on
Seahawk
Instagram
logo
stories.
in
It's a national TV show.
You put it on your Instagram?
Stories, not on the main page.
So you're upset that you
don't even follow me on Instagram.
I don't follow anybody on Instagram. I'm not even on my Instagram. I've never read a comment on my Instagram.
Fair.
I barely go to X.
Are you going to call it Face Mash now, like Belichick? Is that what you mean?
Snapchat or Snapgram? Snapgram?
Yes.
J-Mac with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Lie News.
You must have had game because your wife accepted a date based on that.
That was for like 2 weeks in college, goofing off. The ladies loved it.
Hey, I'm not judging it. I'm not judging dual earrings. That's not who I am. You do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And it benefited you, beautiful family.
Yeah, thank you.
It did whatever. Not an area I would have gone, but I mean I am totally okay with it. All right, boy, we love having him on. You can sense when football season is back when Mark Sanchez. All right, here we go on a loaded Tuesday, live in Los Angeles. It's The Herd. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, thanks for making us part of your day. Joel Klatt in an hour from now. All the Big Ten predictions are coming out. Mark Sanchez stops by as well. J-Mac, I come in with energy. I come in peace. I come with energy today. Fundraising for our show and Kamala Harris appear to be in the right direction. Fundraising.
Political references right out the gate.
Injected with big money.
Hey, you want a funny Sanchez story real quick?
Yeah.
So I was in the airport in Netherlands, and some lady's wearing a Mark Sanchez jersey. Mark Sanchez jersey. So I texted him. Sanchez, check out this picture. He's like, I'll stop by. He was in like Switzerland or something. Sanchez has a crazy
hopefully you
life.
didn't harass the young lady.
I did not.
Speaking of Jets, Hassan Reddick, who they got from Philadelphia, defensive end, good player, veteran, kind of expensive. It's official. He's not showing up to camp. When they made this trade for a third-round pick, they didn't have this part figured out. They didn't give him a new deal. What's going on here? It's July 23rd. I'll repeat, it's July 23rd. Camps are open now. Aaron Rodgers has already missed the mandatory minicamp. Hassan Reddick's a no-show. There's been a story leak that Arthur Smith was going to get hired to babysit their offensive play caller, Nat Hackett. And, oh, by the way, in March, Woody Johnson and Robert Saleh at the NFL meetings apparently got awkward and uncomfortable and shouting at each other. But, yeah, they're going to win the Super Bowl. Okay. Last season's top sack leader, Bryce Huff. Oh, yeah, he's in Philadelphia, too. There are two ways, and no fan, even in New York, even a Jets fan, would acknowledge this is a dysfunctional franchise. That's not arguable. Put down the pom-poms. That's not arguable. The two ways to right the ship with a dysfunctional franchise are nail the head coach and get a rising star at quarterback that you don't have to pay so you can build around him. That's what the Rams did with McVay Goff. The Texans are doing with C.J. Stroud and DeMeco Ryans. That's what the Bills did with Sean McDermott, Josh Allen, or the Bengals with Zach Taylor and Joe Burrow. Miami actually did it with Mike McDaniel and Tua still on a rookie contract. So you can go buy great players. Defensive ends, rush ends, corners, Tyreek Hill. That's how you right the ship when you have a dysfunctional franchise. Hit on a rising star at quarterback that hopefully you don't have to pay for 4 or 5 years and get the head coach right. So what are the Jets? A 40-year-old quarterback off a major surgery that's expensive, and they had to give up excellent picks to get, and a head coach that's lost 2 of his 3 games he's coached in the NFL. Oh, yeah, an impulsive owner. This idea that the Jets are a Super Bowl team, 8, 9 tops. We've already got Hassan Reddick drama, Nat Hackett drama, Aaron Rodgers drama. It's July 23rd. Listen, you can go and give up big-time money like the Rams did to get Matt Stafford. But you had, let's be honest, the richest owner and maybe probably the best young coach in the sport. So you can take a swing on an older quarterback, but he's got to be great, and Matt Stafford still was when they got him. If you go to Aaron Rodgers' last 13 games in Green Bay, he was 5-8. Stafford to the Rams was a better quarterback than what the Jets got with Aaron Rodgers, who's not as committed as Stafford, Mahomes, Allen, Brady, or Lamar at this point in his career. So basically the Jets, they're just putting a fresh coat of paint on the same old issues. Crazy owner, not sure if they had the right coach, and quarterback drama. That's all this is. And the sports media, which tends to fall in love with coastal big market teams, loves the Jets. This is an 8-win team. 40-year-old quarterback, coach, we're not sure is a head coach, was a really good coordinator. That's what they are. In fact, I'd argue Robert Saleh wasn't even the best defensive coordinator the Niners had. DeMeco Ryans was better, and I'm not anti-Saleh. I think he's built a good culture. I think he coaches with passion. I think his teams play hard. But this idea with Hassan Reddick now not showing up, that anything has changed here, it's just a fresh coat of paint on all the same old issues. So if you watched any of the USA-Germany game yesterday, it is remarkable that LeBron's this good now. Best player on the team. But what's discouraging if you're a Laker fan is the 2 best players on the team are both Lakers. If you look after all these 5 exhibitions at the key statistical categories, LeBron and Anthony Davis lead in all of them. Points, assists, rebounds, blocks, and field goal percentage. They lead in all of them. They are clearly the two best players on this team. So LeBron and AD, Clutch Sports, Rich Paul, got them to join in LA, and they have more than delivered. But the rest of the roster